Okay, in question number 61, two charged particles having equal charges of 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulomb each are brought from infinity to within a separation of 10 centimeter. Find the increase in the potential energy during the process. So in question number 61, there were two charges which were at infinity and they brought together at a separation of 10 centimeter. So the charge is 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulomb, 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulomb. So find the increase in the electric potential energy. So U final minus U initial will be your increase in electric potential energy. So U final will be this configuration. So the energy associated with this configuration will be kq square upon r. So यहाँ पर होगा 9 into 10 raised to 9, 2 into 10 raised to minus 5 square divided by 0.1. So it comes out to be 4 9 36 into 10 raised to 9 minus 10 plus 1. So it will be 36 joules. So this is the answer of question number 61. In question number 62, some equipotential surfaces are shown in the figure. What can you say about the magnitude and the direction of electric field? So in the figure A, you have like parallel equipotential surfaces. और अगर हम ध्यान से देखें, this is 10 mark, this is 20 mark, 30 mark, 40 mark. So the perpendicular distance between the equipotential surface is also equal. Okay, that is also equal, and we can say if we move a particular distance perpendicular to the equipotential surface, जो आपका voltage जो decrease हो रहा है वो एक constant value से decrease हो रहा है. So we can say electric field is uniform in this case. So in question number 62, in part A, so what we have, so this is your 10, this is 20, 30, 40. Something like this, and this angle is 30 degree, and this is your x equals to 10 centimeter, and this is x equals to 20 centimeter, and this is x equals to 30 centimeter, and this is x equals to 40 centimeter. All are parallel. So if we see the perpendicular distance between two consecutive equipotential surfaces, that will be this. So this is the perpendicular, and it will be equals to, so this point is A and this point is B. So the perpendicular distance between two consecutive equipotential surfaces will be your AB sine 30 degree, and AB is 10 centimeter to 0.1, and sine 30 is 1 by 2, so it will be 0.05 meter. So when we move 0.05 meter and your potential decreases, so this is 20 and this is 10 volt, this is 30 volt and this is 40 volt. So we move perpendicular to the equipotential surface, the potential decreases by 10 volts when we move 0.05. So delta V equals to E into your distance, say distance L, delta L. So it will be, E comes out to be delta V by delta L. So we have to find the magnitude. So it will be 10 divided by 0.05, or from here it will be 5000 upon 5, which will be 200 volt per meter. So this is the magnitude of electric field in this case, and it will be in this direction, making an angle of 120 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. So your electric field will be something like this. So this is your electric field, and it makes an angle of 120 degree with x-axis. Okay, so in figure B we have concentric equipotential surfaces. And the radius is also given. So this distance is your 10 centimeter, and this radius is 20 centimeter, and this radius is 30 centimeter, and the potential is innermost is 60 volt, and this second one is 30 volt, and this one is 20 volt. So if you see the radius and your potential, so it comes out to be, if radius is 10 centimeter, the potential is 60 volt. If radius is 20 centimeter, potential is 30 volt, and if radius is 30 centimeter, potential is 20 volt. So if we see these first two observation, if the radius is increased by a factor of 2, जब रेडियस को डबल करते हैं तो आपका वोल्टेज जो पोटेंशियल है वो हाफ हो जाता है, और अगर फर्स्ट और थर्ड को देखें, रेडियस को अगर 3 टाइम्स करते हैं तो आपका पोटेंशियल 1/3 हो जाता है. तो यहाँ से वी कैन इंटरप्रेट दैट योर V is inversely proportional to the radius. So if you increase radius, your potential decreases. As simple as that. So here the constant of proportionality will be, say, K by R. So if we put any of this value, we can find the value of K. So K will be V into R. If we take the first value, 60 into 0.1, so the constant will be 6. So V comes out to be 6 by R. Okay, and your constant, it will be, this constant will be volt meter. So if we divide it by radius, so this meter will cancel out and we will get in volts. So this is your voltage, and from here now we have to calculate the electric field. So electric field will be your radially outward, because electric field is always in the direction of decreasing potential, and electric field is always perpendicular to the equipotential surfaces. So यहाँ से we can say electric field is radially outward. And electric field is given by negative of del V by del R. इस केस में del V को del R को आप माइनस dV by dr लिख सकते हैं, बिकॉज यहाँ पर एक ही वेरिएबल है. So it comes out to be plus 6 by r square. 6 by r square voltmeter. So this is the expression for electric field. So this is the magnitude, you can say, which depends upon the radius. So this is the answer of question number 62. In question number 63, consider a circular ring of radius r uniformly charged with linear charge density lambda. Find the electric potential at a point on the axis at a distance x from the center of the ring. Using this expression for the potential, find the electric field at this point. So in question number 63, what we have given, there is a ring. And it has uniform linear charge density lambda. And the radius of the ring is small r. And we have to find the potential due to this ring, electric potential due to this ring at point P. Okay, so let us take a small element on this ring. Say the length of the element is dl, and so we can write, let us take small element of ring of length dl having charge dq and potential at P due to this is dV. So dq will be your lambda dl. This is linear charge density into the length of the element, and the dV, the potential at P due to this element, will be k dq divided by the distance of this element from this point. So it will be the square root of r square plus this distance is also, this is x square. So it will be square root of r square plus x square. So if we substitute the value of dq in this, it will become k lambda dl upon square root of r square plus x square. So now if we integrate this equation, we will get the potential at P due to the entire ring. This entire thing is constant, so integral of dl, it comes out to be 2 pi r. So this is the expression for potential at point P due to the ring. Now we have to find the electric field at P. So it will be minus dVp by dx, where x is the distance which is varying. So it will be minus 2 pi r lambda k d by dx of r square plus x square raised to power minus 1 by 2. So it will become minus 2 pi r lambda k, so minus 1 by 2 r square plus x square raised to power minus 3 by 2 into 2x. So it will become 2 pi r lambda k x upon x square plus r square raised to power 3 by 2. Okay, so in potential, let us substitute the value of k. So it will become 2 pi r lambda upon 4 pi epsilon naught square root of r square plus x square. So it comes out to be r lambda by 2 epsilon naught square root of r square plus x square. So this is the expression for potential, and similarly if we substitute k in electric field, it will become 2 pi r lambda x upon 4 pi epsilon naught x square plus r square raised to power 3 by 2. So it comes out to be lambda r x upon 2 epsilon naught x square plus r square raised to power 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the answer of question number 63. In question number 64, an electric field of magnitude 1000 Newton per Coulomb is produced between two parallel plates having a separation of 2 centimeter. What is the potential difference between the plates? So here we have two plates. Okay, and the separation between them is 2 centimeter. So what is the potential difference between the plates? So let us say this plate is your positively charged and this one is negatively charged. Okay, so due to this there will be electric field from positive to negative, something like this, and we have to find the potential difference between the plates. So if this is a point and this point is B, so VA minus VB will be negative E dot BA. Okay, so the change in potential or the different potential difference will be minus. Now the electric field is in this direction and the displacement is in this direction, so they are opposite in nature. So this thing will be plus E into BA. E is given as 1000 Newton per Coulomb, so it will be 1000 times 0.02, so it will be 20 volts. So the potential difference between the two plates will be 20 volt. So with what minimum speed should an electron be projected from the lower plate in the direction of the field so that it may reach the upper plate? Okay, so in the second part, we are projecting an electron from the positive plate. Say it is projected with the initial velocity of u. So with what minimum velocity it should be projected so that it just reach the top plate? So to just reach the top plate, we can say that when it covers a displacement of 2 centimeter, which is the width between the plates, then its velocity becomes 0. To just reach the plate, its velocity should becomes 0 when it reach the top plate. Okay, so in this case your electric field is given as 1000. So the deceleration इस केस में क्या होगा, यहाँ पर in case of electron we can ignore gravitational force because वो बहुत ही छोटी होती है, nearly 10 raised per 40 times smaller than your electric force. तो यहाँ पर हमें gravity को लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So the deceleration in this case will be minus E by m. Okay, so if we apply, we have to find the u, so we can apply v square equals to u square plus 2as. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity we have to find, so it will be minus 2 E capital E by m into your displacement s, that is the 2 centimeter. So from here we can calculate that it will be 2 into 1.6 10 raised per minus 19 into 1000 into 0.02 divided by 9.11 into 10 raised per minus 31. So when we solve this, it comes out to be 2.65 into 10 raised per 6 meter per second. So in the C part, suppose the electron is projected from the lower plate with the speed calculated in part P. So now in this problem, the electron is projected with an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal. So now we have to find the maximum height attained. Obviously इस केस में ये एक पैराबोलिक पाथ में जाएगा because the motion is under a constant acceleration, and so this is your h max that we have to find. तो यहाँ पर जो आपका acceleration है, that is your E capital E by m, and in case of normal projectile motions जो h max होता है, that will be u square sin square theta by 2a. So in this formula I have substituted g with this acceleration. So यहाँ पर अगर हम वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं तो हमको मिलेगा u will be 2.65 into 10 raised per 6 square, and sin 60 degrees, sin 60 will be root 3 by 2 square divided by 2 into acceleration. So acceleration will be your E capital E by m. So 1.6 into 10 raised per minus 19 into 1000 into 9.11 into 10 raised per minus 30. So this is your h max. इसको जब हम solve करते हैं, so when we solve it, it comes out to be 1.5 into 10 raised per minus 2 meter, which will be 1.5 centimeter. So this is the answer of question number 64. इसमें एक छोटी सी करेक्शन है. This 60 degree is given with the field. So if this is 60, it has to be 30. So in this formula we have to use 30 and यहाँ पर √3 को हमको हटाना पड़ेगा. It will be 1/2. So your answer will be 0.5 centimeters. So this is the answer of question number 64. In question number 65, a uniform field of 2 Newton per coulomb exists in a space in x direction. A. Taking the potential at origin to be 0, write an expression for the potential at a general point x, y, z. So in question number 65, so what we have given that the electric field is uniform and it is equals to 2 Newton per coulomb and the direction is in the x direction, so 2 I cap. Now we have to take in the first part potential at origin to be 0 and we have to find the potential at a general point, so that we have to find. So here we can apply potential at a general point and potential at the origin. This thing will be negative E dot from 0, 0, 0 to x, y, z. Okay, so this thing is 0, so v x, y, z minus 0 will be minus 2 I cap dot. So this is the position vector. Now if this integration will be the position vector of this point with respect to origin, so it will be x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, and it comes out to be minus 2x. So the potential at a general point will be minus 2x volt per meter. So this is the unit. So at which point the potential is 25 volt. So at B point, so v x, y, z, if it is given as 25 volt, so we know that v x, y, z is minus 2x. So x will be minus 12.5 meter. So this is the answer of question number 65 for B part. See, if the potential at the origin is taken to be 100, what will be the expression for the potential at a general point? So if this thing is taken as 100, so we will get, so यहाँ पर अगर 100 तो वहाँ जाकर प्लस 100 हो जाएगा. So it will be like this. So what will be the potential at the origin if the potential at infinity is taken to be 0? So here what we can do, if potential at infinity is taken to be 0, so we have to find potential at the origin. So we can do, so we have to find this. So potential at the origin minus potential at infinity, that will be negative from infinity to origin, your E dot dr, एंड इसको हम लिख सकते हैं माइनस 2 I cap dot infinity to 0, 0 dr. So basically it is the length of the vector from infinity to 0, 0, 0. So the length of this will be infinite. So ultimately the answer for this will be, so this quantity tend to infinity, so it will be infinity. So potential at origin will be infinite. Okay, so is it practical to choose the potential at infinity to be zero? Yes, it is practical to choose potential at infinity to be zero. Because when we have charges separated at infinite separation, if the separation is infinite, in that case these two charges cannot interact. So if these two charges cannot interact, their potential energy we can take as zero. So in this configuration, when charges are at infinity, the potential energy is zero. Okay, and your potential and the electric potential is defined as potential energy per unit charge, so that can also be taken at zero. Okay, so that is the answer for question number 65. Thank you.